Scene. Now and again, "Why don't we— Rod, come on, let's get that beer." Rod looked at his sweaty, slightly overweight friend, then back into the cool brown eyes of the artist. No contest. "I'll catch you later, Pete," he called out, then let the frisbee go in a high, negligent arch. "Finished playing?" the artist asked, watching the flight of the frisbee. He grinned, then touched the ends of her hair. "Depends." Swearing, Pete started off in pursuit of the disc. He'd just paid $6 for it. After nearly tripping over a dog, he scrambled down a slope, hoping the frisbee wouldn't land in the creek. He'd paid a lot more for his leather sandals. It circled toward the water, making him curse out loud, then hit a tree and careened off into some bushes. Dripping sweat and thinking about the cold moosehead waiting for him, Pete shoved at branches and cleared his way. His heart stopped, then sent the blood beating in his head. Before he could draw breath to yell, his lunch of Fritos and 2 hot dogs came up, violently. The frisbee had landed 2 feet from the edge of the creek. It lay new and red and cheerful on a cold white hand that seemed to offer it back. She had been Carla Johnson, a 23-year-old drama student and part-time waitress. 12 to 15 hours before, she had been strangled with a priest's amice, white, edged in gold. Detective Ben Paris slumped at his desk after finishing his written report on the Johnson homicide. He'd typed the facts, using 2 fingers in a machine gun style. But now they played back to him. No sexual assault, no apparent robbery. Her purse had been under her, with $23.76 and a MasterCard in it. An opal ring that would have hawked for about $50 had still been on her finger. No motive. No suspects. Nothing. Ben and his partner had spent the afternoon interviewing the victim's family. An ugly business, he thought. Necessary, but ugly. They had unearthed the same answers at every turn. Carla had wanted to be an actress. Her life had been her studies. She had dated, but not seriously. She'd been too devoted to an ambition she would never achieve. Ben skimmed the report again and lingered over the murder weapon, the priest's scarf. There had been a note pinned next to it. He'd knelt beside her himself hours before to read it. "Her sins are forgiven her." "Amen," Ben murmured and let out a long breath. It was after 1 a.m. on the second week of September when Barbara Clayton cut across the lawn of the Washington Cathedral. The air was warm, the stars brilliant, but she wasn't in the mood to enjoy it. As she walked, she muttered bad-temperedly. She'd give that ferret-faced mechanic an earful in the morning. Fixed the transmission good as new. What a crock. Damn good thing she only had a couple more blocks to walk. Now she'd have to take the bus to work. The ugly, grease-smeared son of a bitch was going to pay. A shooting star exploded and trailed across the sky in a brilliant arch. She never even noticed. Nor did the man who watched her. He'd known she'd come. Hadn't he been told to keep watch? Wasn't his head, even now, almost bursting from the pressure of the voice? He'd been chosen, given the burden and the glory. "Dominus vobiscum," he murmured, then gripped the smooth material of the amice tightly in his hands. And when his task was complete, he felt the hot rush of power. His loins exploded. His blood sang. He was clean. And so, now, was she. Slowly, gently, he ran his thumb over her forehead, her lips, her heart, in the sign of the cross. He gave her absolution, but quickly. The voice had warned him there were many who wouldn't understand the purity of the work he did. Leaving her body in the shadows, he walked on, eyes bright with the tears of joy and madness. "The media's crawling up our backs with this one."